Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Now it's Brendan Rodgers.
The second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Grabs it on the run. And a couple of quick outs.
That is third. The third baseman, number 24.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Buckeye Clem.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
That's down and in.
Count 1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
And another ball.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the pitch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down.
The right fielder, number 3, Buckeye Clem.
That missed by a lot. Ball one. Win on its second with 2 down. Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And next for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers.
Second baseman, Brendan
The 0-1.
Rodgers.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
The right fielder, number 3, Buckeye Clem.
That one's in there. Going 1.
0-1.
And there's a ball. The 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That just misses, and that's ball 2.
It's a good take.
And now it's filled up. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw, save! Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Throw to second, save.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really...
Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, save. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. And a pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and that's the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. Still tied 1-1. 2 outs, runner on first. Now up for St. Louis, Buckeye Clem. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Wouldn't chase that time.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one is upstairs.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Ortiz around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swung on, belted. Clem going back. Leaping, and he brought it back. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Big momentum shift right there. He went up, robbed the home run. Could have been costly. 3 runs. Oh, my goodness.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the DH. The pitch. Finds its way through, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cardinals 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Buckeye Clem. 1 for 3. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That misses, and that's ball 3. And that one fouled off. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Winning run stands at second. on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. He got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases.
Struck him out looking. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 4 runs on 9 hits.
So 2 down. Here's Michael Toglia.
Number 4, Michael Toglia.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man.
Now it's the power speed combo. Buckeye Clem. And ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Breaking ball inside. 2-0. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. Siggy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. But a guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's some real power at the plate. Buckeye Clem. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Liner, base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch.
The right fielder, number 3.
Clem measures 6 feet even, only 20 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2023. And a strike in there. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 2nd game of the series. Line drive, base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Cardinals. Check on the runner. Clem back in on a dive. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Back over to first. And he's back in that time as well. Only 1 more disengagement left after that move. Clem leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There goes the runner. Pitch is high and safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. A run on 2 hits. Man at first, Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this draw.
And the batter now, Buckeye Clem. He's already homered in this game. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Pitch misses inside. And 1-1. And a pitch.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Hard hit left side. Zips it across. That's out number 2.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages.
One down, runner at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Line, and that's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Coming home. He'll score, and they've tied it. It's 4-4.
That's a big-time clutch performance. Top of the ninth.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base.
No outs. Runner at first. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Kicks and fires. That to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw into second. They get the force for out number 1.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Two outs, nobody out. Buckeye Clem next up for the Cardinals. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
And that one sliced foul. On the ground, Rodgers. That ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Right-hander kicks, deals. Now a blooper back behind first. And that's a fair ball.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count.
1 out, runner at second. So in now for Colorado, Chase DeLauder. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Now great base running to end the inning.
The right fielder, number 3.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And the righty deals. Ripped into right field, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 2-1. Now around second, going for third.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at third with one gone.
Now
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 3-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, run out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up.
Boots it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Rockies 2 and the Cardinals 1.
The right fielder, number 3.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
On the ground to the left. Gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. It's 1 run. Back here in St. Louis, and now the right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Up and in, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Got him! A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. On to extra innings. Now it's the DH, number 27. And he deals. Line drive, base hit. Fires it to the plate. Here comes the runner. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. 2 outs, bases full. Now it's the right fielder, Buckeye Clem. He's got the power, the great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Ripped to third. Whips it across, out to escape a bases-loaded. And we're back. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really shut.
And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. At the belt and fires. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Cardinals walk it off in the 11th.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And he deals. Finds its way through, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Buckeye Clem getting ready to hit. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a
runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Gurriel handles the chance. And Guerrero man at first. And now it's going to be Ketel Marte. The pitch. Base knock right field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. The tag out.
He comes up firing and
ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Buckeye Clem. Nelson back to work. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
I think that was a slider there, but he just didn't stay on top and release it out front. Kind of popped out of his hand and just never did anything.
Pickoff throw. Clem dives back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
That's to third. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one hammered. Carroll ranging back. Leaping. And he brought it back. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Almost a 2-run homer right there, but an excellent job getting up, reaching up, and bringing it back. Heartbreaker for the batter.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Popped in the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance. That is the inning. The Cards leave one.
Now batting, right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The pitch.
That's the ball.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Started after it, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Chris, third time through the order. Base is empty, one away. Here's Ketel Marte. One down, base is empty. That one out to right. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out, trying for three. So two down, Buckeye Clem. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Swings and misses, and a count 1-2.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
2-2 down. And another ball.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 14 hits, no errors.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Slider for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
That misses. Full count now. And that's ball 4. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Line drive, base hit. Fires it to the plate. The tag, and he's out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
The designated hitter.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And the pitch. Now pop up on the infield. Wisdom moving under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. So the Cards are kept quiet through one. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The pitch. On a line, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The right fielder, number 3, Buckeye, Glenn.
And a foul ball. That misses the zone. And 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The 2-1. Center field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. That's out number 2. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. The 0-2. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. One at second. Back to first. And that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
The right fielder, number 3.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And a big swing and a miss.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
And there's a ball.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K. He continues. And now the right fielder, Buckeye Clem. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Fought off foul. And a good eye there.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Next pitch is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. Now at the plate, Buckeye Clem. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swings through that. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Here's a rocket out to left. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks take this one in a blowout.
Well, a real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious
Buckeye Clem next up for the Cardinals.
That is served. The right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Back here in St. Louis, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the power speed combo. Buckeye Clem. Eric Getty back to work. High fly ball, right field. Renfroe getting an angle on it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Everyday dream back.
The right fielder, number 3. Buckeye.
Clem measures 6 feet even, only 20 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round in 2023. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. And ball one. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And it's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Jones makes the grab on the run. And up next for St. Louis, Buckeye Clem. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. And that one is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Win at second. Ortiz on at first with 2 down. Chases that one out of the zone, and that'll keep more runs. Here's the third baseman. The tying run at the plate. Hit hard, that gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
Our final line for this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.